Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 7 signs that you're an ISFJ personality type. Make sure to watch each one of them so you know if every one of them applies to your personality type. ISFJ, which stands for introverted, sensing, feeling, and judging, is one of the 16 personality types identified by a personality assessment called the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. The ISFJ can be thought of as the defender or as a nurturer because he or she tends to be warm and unassuming in their own steady way. The ISFJ personality type is introverted and rather quiet, keen to observe the world and focused on other people. ISFJs usually remember details about other people because of their perceptiveness. ISFJs are characterized above all by their desire to serve others, their need to be needed. If you are an ISFJ, you probably sometimes feel unappreciated, at home or work, and this is usually ironic because you prove over and over that you can be relied on for your loyalty and high-quality work, and often those around you take it for granted and take advantage of you. ISFJs make about 14% of the population. If you think you are an ISFJ person, dive deeper into this special personality. Learn what are your traits and how to use them to increase your soft skills and achieve personal growth. Here are 7 signs that you're an ISFJ personality type. Number 1. You are altruistic towards people. ISFJs are truly altruistic. They treat people with excessive generosity, participating enthusiastically and cheerfully in whatever they feel deeply about. It is rewarding for them to support society's established structures. Defenders enjoy fulfilling their duties, especially when they are taking care of the needs of other people. It is important to them that others know that they can be counted on to do what is expected of them. Individuals with the ISFJ personality type are driven by values and conscientious in their behavior. Most of them are dedicated to hard work, get along with others, and follow through on their obligations. Defenders value relationships very much and work hard to help others and keep harmony within their teams. ISFJs excel at giving gifts, using their imagination and natural sensitivity to express a sense of generosity that moves recipients to tears. People with this personality type tend to stay committed to their relationships for a long time and have deep attachments to people in general. Number 2. You underappreciate yourself. The challenge for ISFJs is ensuring that what they do is noticed. Their modesty and commitment often attract the respect of others, but more cynical and selfish people can take advantage using defenders' humility and dedication to push work onto them and then take the credit for it. In order to remain confident and enthusiastic, defenders must know when to speak up for themselves and stand their ground. It is common for ISFJs to maintain a modest and unassuming demeanor, never making a big deal out of their personalities. Often, they are discreetly providing assistance to others. In social groups, they typically participate but are not interested in the spotlight. They are more likely to be found behind the scenes, working diligently to meet their responsibilities. Number 3. You are very observant. Intuitive ISFJs are very imaginative and use this quality in conjunction with empathy, observing others' emotional states and understanding things from their perspective. It is a very practical imagination, although they are quite fascinated by things and find them inspiring. They focus on specifics and facts because of their introverted sensing. Defenders are naturally social, an odd quality for an introvert, and have excellent memories for not only retaining information, but recollecting people and intimate details of their past. The combination of observing and emotional sensitivity makes ISFJs much more aware of a situation and person than most people. Defenders are exceptional at recognizing a person's mood through their body language as well as facial expressions. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. We would really appreciate your feedback. Number 4. You take things too emotionally. Because ISFJs have trouble separating their personal and professional lives, negative influences can creep into their personal lives, and then that will carry over into professional ones. Persons with the defender personality type have a very private and sensitive nature, internalizing their feelings very much. Just as ISFJs are protective of other people's feelings, they must also protect their own, and this quiet mode can cause a great deal of anxiety and frustration. With the sentimental and sensitive traits, defenders are very emotional. They may cry easily, whether out of anger, frustration, or tears of joy. Also, they often repress their feelings and hide them from even those closest to them. People with an ISFJ personality type may maintain a brave face at first, then cry later in the privacy of their home. When they've been bothered by someone repeatedly, they are likely to get quiet and retreat into mental analysis. Number 5. You are deeply involved in your romantic relationships. Despite their shyness and sensitivity, ISFJs have very strong inner feelings. Taking care of their family and homes, as well as being available for emotional and practical support, plays a significant role in the defender's kindness regarding romantic relationships. The ISFJ is drawn to relationships based on established familiarity. They prefer long-term connections and will only enter into relationships that have a real shot at lasting a lifetime. Defenders often struggle with expressing their emotions, and they like to have the option of using physical affection instead of words. It is the nature of these people to delight others, often seeing this as a personal responsibility, and this includes an intimacy as well. ISFJs are notorious for putting a lot of time, money, and effort into creating satisfying relationships for their partners. In addition to trust, loyalty, love, and faithfulness, nothing makes defenders happier than an appreciative and thriving relationship. Number 6. You are considered as a friend to a lot of people. Personalities belonging to the ISFJ personality type tend to be reserved and a little protective of themselves. However, they also need to be able to connect emotionally. Thus, defenders' closest friends are not made by chance encounters on a wild night out, but by comfortable and familiar contact, such as in class or at work, where they have time to get to know each other. It is possible that ISFJ's strong loyalty can lead them to neglect their own needs in order to fulfill the needs of their friends. In addition, some people might use defenders' altruism for their own ends, but these are not the kinds of people who would call friends. Real friends, those in the defender's inner circle, are those with a high standard of character and with the ability to in-depth discussions. It's not surprising that others enjoy the company of ISFJs enough to call them friends due to their warm praise and support. Number 7. You are a reliable and dedicated person. As a reliable and altruistic person, defenders are adept at developing and sustaining stable, safe environments for themselves and their loved ones. It's vital for them to follow through on what they've said they will do. ISFJ's word isn't given lightly, and when they make a commitment, it's held close to their heart. They believe in loyalty, reliability, and practicality, and try to emulate this in everybody's life. Their dedication is invaluable in many areas, including their own personal growth. Armed with a super altruistic approach, exceptional observation skill, and true loyalty and honesty, defenders can overcome or outmaneuver obstacles that seem unbeatable to most. On a personal level, the ISFJ who practices the art of saying no to other people and express their feelings more openly has everything in his or her power to lead a rich and rewarding life. Now we have a question for you. Which trait do you see in yourself? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to learn more about yourself and understand other people better. Check out our other videos. Take care.